you fucking N-word with very hard R, like, or do I just walk away? It's dehumanizing. There is just no two ways about, am I a coward? Those useless racist pieces of shit. Because to be black, to be African, we are blessed. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's video is a bit different. It's a get ready with me video while I share my story on being called the N-word in the UK and just also talk about the micro racism I've experienced since moving to the UK. So yeah, I've started off by using the Benefit Pore Primer. I am color correcting with Made by Michelle Case. I did a review on this, so you can watch that in my previous video. So the most annoying thing about this day was it was my birthday. Like, oh, child. So basically, how it happened was it was my birthday, like I said, October 20th. So it was my first year in the UK. So that day I was going to class because I was still doing my master's degree. I was going to class and I also had an hospital appointment. In the NARS foundation in shade 03 Iguaco, deep 3 Iguaco, and just using a flat brush. So like I said, I had an hospital appointment. Like, it already pissed me off that on my birthday I was going to go to an hospital, right? That was already pissing me off. And it was also already pissing me off that I had to go for class. I had to go to class because it was an important class that I just had to go for, and I really hated missing my class. So I dressed up that day in a good mood still. I stopped at the wrong station because I lost my way. It was my first time going to the hospital. And I was walking down the road. I was walking back to the hospital basically. And a car that was passing me by just said, "You fucking nigga." Like, you fucking N-word with very hard R. Like, it came from the person's belly. And I was shocked. Like, do you know, it felt like 5 was happening at that time. At the same time, like 10 was happening. Like, I was shocked, I was angry, I was confused, I was irritated, I was worried, and I was scared all at the same time. Because I was like, okay, this is broad daylight. It was around, I'll say 10, 11 a.m. I am just minding myself on my birthday, going to the hospital for an appointment I booked weeks ahead. And somebody calls me the hard N out of nowhere. I was appalled. Like, I was, ooh, this shade is gorgeous. Anyways, it was, ooh, I mean, now I've processed it because this happened like, what, 2 years ago. But yeah, it was just very shocking in that moment. And you know what happened was it was like a traffic, basically there was like the lights there, and the lights started showing red, so the car actually stopped. And in that moment, like, I literally paused and stopped in my tracks and was just so shocked. And I don't know if I was there for, like, it felt like I was there for 20 minutes, but I think I was also just there for like 7 seconds. Like, I don't know, it was just a rush. It was a rush of emotions, and I was just like, should I run up to this car right now? I was like, because that's what I'm telling you, it was like, it was 20 minutes, but I don't think it was that long. I was thinking a lot of things. I was like, should I walk to the car right now? Should I walk to the car now that it has stopped? Do I scream do I scream back at the person? Basically, like, basically it's like, do I allow them get a reaction out of me, or do I just take the higher road and choose peace? Which was obviously the better option, because I'm not a violent person, and for somebody to be in a moving van to be so dedicated to seeing a black person just walking by the road and shouting the N-word at them, I don't know what they're going to do. And that was a voice of a Caucasian male. So it was very sad. Even remembering it right now, um, it's pissing me off because, there's so much associated to that word. Very dehumanizing when people use that slur. Like when people in the black community use it, yes, because it means a different thing when it's used within the community. But when you, as a white person, a person that is just not black, use it, it's dehumanizing. There is just no two ways about it, and it was intentional. And like I said, I was feeling a lot of emotion, so it was like, do I stand up for myself or do I just walk away and choose peace? And the fact that I had to just be in that position by myself, just trying to have a good day on my birthday, was just so sad. Because what happened, and the thing is, just going to blend this out for a minute. I was getting a bit emotional there, so I had to pause it. Anyways, the most annoying thing about experiencing racism is no matter what you choose to do, you sort of don't win. So there's the risk of, you know, you being physically hurt, you not being believed, and all of that if you stand up for yourself. And then when you don't stand up for yourself and you take the highway, there is just this gut feeling of feeling like you've betrayed yourself. Because I felt that for such a while, because I was like, am I a coward? Am I Yeah, 'cause when you're also like thinking of standing up for yourself, you're worried about like the risk, the physical harm it can cause you. The fact that it was a completely new area, I didn't know anyone, I didn't know if people were gonna, support me. Like it was just, and also it was like the traffic lights was red for how many minutes or how many seconds, and then the car moved on. I think the car even moved before I moved. But yeah, that was like my first major experience of racism in the UK. And the fact that it was just my birthday left a sour taste in my mouth because also NSAS, all of that, if you're Nigerian, you know about the NSAS protest. It happened on my birthday. So that year in the UK was like my first year of wanting to embrace and celebrate my birthday and not center the horrible thing that happened. And that happening just almost threw me into like a spiral. Not to sound dramatic, but yeah, but I'm glad that I was able to handle it. Um, yeah, I was able to just, you know, see that, for you to in the morning, for you to see a random person on the street and just use a racial slur, like you must be battling demons, like your life must be miserable and you must just be useless. And it's unfortunate because in my life I've never met a genuinely happy person that just wants to spread hate or spread negativity, or just want to emotionally or physically want to cause harm to somebody that is not in any way like affecting their lives. It's always the miserable ones, like, ugh, it's always the miserable ones, the ones that have no love in their lives, the ones that ruin their lives. And instead of taking the blame, instead of taking accountability, I've decided that they are the victims. Those useless racist pieces of shit. So I had to like hold myself and just realize that me having a completely bad day because of this experience is even going to make me more annoyed when I think about it. And I just have to rise over this. And I hate that I had to even be in a position where there had to be something I had to rise over, but I was determined to not let that define my birthday. I am loving the eyes. So I used chocolate charm from Made by Michelle as the base, and I used this chestnut very orangey shade. It's pretty much like my go-to really. I am using red eyeliner. I just saw it and decided that why not. I mean, it's actually a lip liner. The other like micro forms of racism that, you know, I've experienced and a lot of people have also experienced is just like, the people distancing themselves from you when you're walking towards them. Sometimes very obvious, sometimes not so obvious, like people not sitting beside you in the bus. This one does not even really bother me because I don't want anybody sitting beside me in the bus. Like, I'd rather have enough space to myself. And there was also a time that when I was still a student, I was walking. I don't think I want black on my eyes today. I want to push myself out of my comfort zone. Anyways, I was walking home, and there were like two white teenage boys on bicycles, sort of like rushing towards me, and I know they were like saying some weird shit, but like I was just walking so fast, and like basically there was a path that I could use to get out of that road, and I just walked past. I ran actually, I did not walk, I ran. Like for what 21, 22 years of my life, even though I had to be worried for my safety here and there living in Nigeria, it's like because there is that familiarity of knowing where the safe places are, knowing where to go, knowing where not to go, knowing the hours to be. I'm not saying that guarantees your safety, but it's like there is knowledge of the familiar that gives you a sense of safety because you're just familiar with that environment. And yeah, you don't really know. I don't know if racists are living in the street or in the building, and you don't really know anyone. Yeah, one of my friends even says she says she is that racist to like have mode of identification just so she would know. And so yeah, sometimes I'm like, yeah, you know what, I get it. I get it. I can see why. And the major thing for me is that just made me like develop a type of thick skin. Because it also made me realize that, in life, like with choosing your joy and choosing to be happy, you have to be very stubborn about just choosing that in life because there are just people that are miserable that will always also want to make you feel miserable. So it just gave me a after that experience, I sort of built a type of backbone that I would not say would make me immune to racist remarks, but would in a way I would be able to cater for myself better because yeah, I did end up like trying to forget it on my birthday and still like having a good day. I didn't let it ruin or define my day as much as it could have. However, I see how now, if something like that were to happen, which I hope would never happen again, I would be able to be there for myself in a better way. But yeah, so if you're someone that's experienced racism before in the UK, an immigrant, you're not the only person. It's fine to have people to talk about these experiences with. Because there are certain experiences that when they are not shared, they cannot be like fully understood. And yeah, do not let it like weigh you down or try and I mean it's fine if you feel sad and to feel all of those emotions when all of that happens, but just remember that you're always more than how these people would see you or can see you. Like racists just do not have the mental capacity to see you and just see how much life you have living within you. And it's always going to be a them problem, right? A them problem, right? Because to be black, we are blessed. To be African, we are blessed. So, yeah. It's important to always know that our value is not tied to people's perception of us. So when you experience racism, it's hard to not internalize it. It's never your fault. And thank you for sticking with me through this story. If you're here and you have experienced racism before, if you would like to share, I'd like to read what that's like in the comment section. And also, if you're someone that you're just thinking of moving to the UK, I hope this would not scare you, because I've met a lot of amazing white people in the UK and people from other parts of the world. In sharing this, I'm just like sharing my view, my complete view, because it's not just about sharing the positives, it's also about sharing the negatives as well, so you will be prepared for when you choose to move to the UK. And thank you for watching this video up to this point. I hope you took something away from this. And also, if you're not a person of color, remember to always call out racism when you see it. Racism should not even exist, but here we are. And it's been nice making this video. If you want more storytime videos, let me know. And if you enjoyed my makeup as well, I do makeup on this channel while I also talk about navigating my life as an adult Black woman. So please subscribe, and if there's anyone you'd like to share this video with, share. So please subscribe, like, and share. And until I catch you in my next video, don't forget to keep being what? The bad girl that you are. Bye.